Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Steve. This is the Fandom Show. I don't cover controversial topics too much on this show, simply because I think they're not as fun as a lot of the other cool stuff that we do. But since we cover a wide variety of pop culture on this channel, it stands to reason that sooner or later we're going to have to wade into some controversial waters, and that's where we find ourselves today. So, a few weeks ago, a new video game came out called Hogwarts Legacy, and it's drawing a fair bit of controversy not because of the game itself but because of the personal opinions of Harry Potter creator J.K. Rowling. Now, for those of you who may not know, J.K. Rowling has publicly stated on more than one occasion that she is a transphobe. That is to say, she is somebody who does not support transgender people. Now, the Harry Potter fan has been around for 20 plus years and includes many transgender people and many people who are friends and family or otherwise allies of transgender people. So, needless to say, these groups are not very happy with Miss Rowling for her comments and are strongly rethinking the way they feel about Harry Potter as a result. Now, whether you agree with her or not, obviously J.K. Rowling has a right to an opinion, as we all do. Personally, I believe that every human being has basic human rights and should be treated with dignity and respect, and that no human being should be disparaged or maligned or unfairly attacked simply because of who they are. Now, this is not the first time we've seen this kind of celebrity scenario come up, and it certainly won't be the last. But a lot of people right now are kind of wrestling with, okay, how do you move forward on this? Do you continue to support the Harry Potter franchise, or do you just drop it all and give it up because J.K. Rowling has said these things that are not aligned with your beliefs at all, and you cannot support somebody like that? It might seem clear cut in some aspects, but it's not so much in others. So let's dig in a little deeper. Now, when you're dealing with a situation where you're a big fan of a property and the creator or somebody prominent within that property has done something or said something that you really don't agree with, there's a couple different ways that you can respond to that. Number one, of course, is saying, okay, I'm done with this fandom. I'm not spending any more money. I don't want a dime of my money to go to this person or this property. I don't agree with what they said. I'm out. Which, okay, if that's your choice, then so be it. We're all consumers. We have the power to choose when and where to spend our money. And if you just want to drop cold turkey and not put any more money into a particular fandom, that is absolutely your choice. Now, the thing about it is, it's not quite as clear cut as saying, oh, I'm going to stop spending on this because I don't want the creator to have any more of my money. I mean, obviously, if you stop spending on Harry Potter, then yes, J.K. Rowling's not going to get any more of your money. But J.K. Rowling is not the only part of the Harry Potter universe. If you look at the movies, there were hundreds of cast and crew on those movies that had a financial stake in them. If you look at the video game that just came out, Hogwarts Legacy, you have a team of programmers and developers and marketers and whatever else that had a financial stake in that game. So by not spending your money on the property, you're of course depriving J.K. Rowling, but you're also depriving other people. Now again, if you want to do that, that's your choice. I'm just simply saying that a fandom is more than just one person. Star Wars is not just George Lucas. Star Trek is not just Gene Roddenberry or whoever is running it now. There's multiple branches, so you have to consider the impacts across the spectrum if you decide to say, well, I'm just not going to spend money on it anymore. Again, it's your choice, but it's not quite as simplistic as saying, I don't want the creator to get paid, so I'm not putting any money into the pot. The second thing you can do is to kind of take a step back and just say, well, okay, I'm going to pull back on Harry Potter. I'm not going to buy much or do anything, but if something really cool comes out, well, yeah, I might have to get on that. Which, hey, I understand. We follow these fandoms, and sometimes something really unique comes out, a limited edition, something or other, what have you. And we're like, oh man, I gotta have this. And if that's you, that's okay. I get where you're coming from, and personally, I've done that a couple times. I don't necessarily feel guilty about that because I really wanted the thing. And again, there's multiple people involved in these franchises and the production of collectibles and movies and all of it. So you don't necessarily have to feel that even if you're spending a little bit of money, you're just throwing it straight into the creator's pocket because that's not quite what's happening. But I totally understand there are people out there for whom option number two is totally not a thing. They either go all in or all out. And that brings us to option number three. Option number three is to basically say, well, I don't agree with J.K. Rowling as a person, but I'm going to separate the art from the artist, and I'm still going to support Harry Potter. Again, if this is you, that's okay. That is absolutely okay. Everybody feels differently about the situation, and if you can draw that line of distinction between the person J.K. Rowling and the franchise Harry Potter, and you feel okay supporting this franchise while not supporting this person in any way, then that's your choice. Now, I'm not saying that I agree with either of these three choices, but any of them is more correct than the other, but these are your basic three options, and these are the questions that the whole Harry Potter fandom is struggling with right now. So I kind of wanted to touch base on that a little bit. I hope maybe this video has been informative for some of you, and thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more stuff real soon.